Something.
Recording.
Anyways, so would someone like to roll narrative points?
I already did it. We got 4.
Thanks for ruining the cold open.
4 Marasime.
Anyways, it is July 20th. 5 days since the last episode.
I was gonna ask, how long was that again?
Time. Time is the enemy.
I have a question.
What?
Everyone in the MS and in the combat sheet, I doubt we're gonna do anything, but like they all just vanished.
Yeah, because I deleted it because it's not important anymore.
Oh, okay.
Seems legit.
It has been 5 days since the last episode. You are currently driving in a truck to the Dakar Labs in the
Sure,
city.
nothing bad will happen.
Metro, you've been given orders to overlook this despite still not being a Titan officially.
Well, government bureaucracy being what it is.
I'm sure that's what it is. Nothing weird that, all of your teammates, it took them 2 days for the paperwork to get filed through and processed.
Your uncle's kind of a dick.
I mean, I don't know that's what's causing it, unless I do. I suppose that's actually a reasonable thing to suspect, but
Yeah, because like your dad or uncle doesn't like the army.
yeah, I mean, it was bad enough I went to Space Force initially. Going Army from that, it's just like, oh man, you're just like pissing on your dad's grave.
Wait, so like, what exactly were they doing? Because they aren't Space Force and they aren't Ground Force. Are they like what?
Navy, like Blue Water Navy.
Oh. That's sad.
Yeah, they hate the army.
That's sad. That your uncle's gonna hate 0096.
Yeah. If he makes it that long, there's a lot of shit between then and now.
We have
Sure.
at least 2 more wars to go through to get to that point. Actually, no, 3.
Yeah. Well, I guess the better statement would be he's just gonna not have a good time in general.
I don't think anyone is.
Yeah, because Xeon makes aquatic mobile suits out the wazoo, and the Federation is just like, we can use our nearly 2-decade-old aqua gyms. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
All
It'll
the
bum
fairness. How well did that go
Nothing-
for Xeon?
Don't forget,
I mean,
Xeon always
well.
loses.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah,
But also,
sure.
it did go pretty well. Like, I mean, Dakar base attack, or well, was it Torrington or Dakar? I mean, the Shamblo fucking destroyed like a lot of shit. The Z Zulus and the other more older Xeon machines were kicking ass until the more advanced machines showed up. So I mean the Xeon aquatics are nothing to sneeze at.
You know what? That's fair, especially
I
considering.
always assumed that Xeon just had like a very scientific approach to things like 70% of Earth is water, so we should dump 70% of our R&D budget, like you're the tech force, into
No,
Navy shit.
I think that was actually like the thought process with Xeon had, where it's like, well, most of the Earth is water, so clearly most of the combat will take place on the ocean. It was not the case, but I mean,
They drew conclusions. Their methodology was perhaps slightly flawed.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're in this truck.
Yeah. With you, it's the rest of Rio team. You're going to have to rename yourselves eventually.
We're not really the Rio team anymore. We're the Titans test team. Yeah, there we go.
I was just trying to think of a way. We just need to backronym Rio into something appropriate, but
we got
my imagination fails me right now.
We were the first Titans test team.
For the test of having a test team.
Exactly.
Recon initiative operator. I don't know.
Right? Something like that.
However,
So
you're not the
let's-
United States Congress.
So we're in this truck, the team that is yet to be renamed, but will at some point in the future, which may or may not be on camera.
The team formerly known as Rio.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're in this truck. You're not driving because you have peons for that.
Yeah. Bureaucracy, military
Th-
ranks.
There's the team. Then across from you, there's Daniel Reichman and Kumiko Los.
The crazies. I guess Faust is wearing her reading glasses Halava got her and was reading her a book.
We're just all sort of cramped in the same truck, I imagine.
Well, not really cramped.
Okay.
You could fit at least another 4 other people in here.
It's a pretty big truck.
Oliver, I'm going to say, has a Walkman on. He's just sort of a Walkman.
I don't know what that is.
It's a walkable cassette player thingamabob that plays music.
I see.
Yeah, it's like a 80s cassette player.
Because we're in the 80s now.
And yeah, no, he's just sort of looking at the window, staring out just into the desert, maybe past the ocean if we're close enough to Dakar by this point.
Well, it's more like the suburbs.
Oh.
Yeah. Kumiko looks over at you, Frap, Metro, and she says, "Why exactly are you here again?"
Orders dictate it. Basically.
She looks confused, but you're not a Titan.
It's the paperwork error, I'm sure.
What?
Yeah. Military bureaucracy is things get slowed down sometimes for the strangest of reasons.
I have a question.
How?
Would you have told Faust and Holova why you think this is happening?
Yeah, probably. Like, as an offhand thing. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
nothing changes. Military rivalry being what it is. My uncle putting his thumb on the scale when he can.
Faust probably said how she's surprised the Navy has has much ground to stand on, considering how little they've done in the past few years.
Not sure how Matcher would take that, to be honest. I mean, you may be right, but it's still his uncle and
You're right, but
his dad was like, one of the glorious war dad. It's like, he's probably not gonna. He probably write that up as that's a Faust moment there, but anyone else might have get socked.
I'm just thinking, like, yes, Faust, how many Lockwoods did you shoot down?
I don't know what a Lockwood is.
It's a submarine that the Zeke stole. They stole a lot of them.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, well, sure, but like, we don't get to see much submarine action from the Fetty side. Anyway, yeah, no, Faust would have probably just said that and just like completely. It's just like, wow, I can't. You know how Faust is. She was just like,
it's like a perfect reason. Things like I can't believe they still have a budget. I'd have reassigned it.
Yeah, no, I can't believe they still have a budget. And also, like, didn't they get like a couple hundred submarines stolen by the Zeeks back in the war?
Oliver, I mean, not Oliver, first, as you say that, you see Oliver sort of, like, take one headphone out and do the sort of shut the fuck up pose, like, by having, like, his hand wave against his neck.
Exactly. That was exactly what I was thinking. Anyway, yeah, no, Faust just. I feel like they would have done that back at base rather than in the car truck right at the moment. Because, well,
Yes.
I
Oh,
assumed
yeah.
this was in the past tense.
Well,
But
I
yeah,
mean,
no,
to be fair,
I
this
imagine
this
Faust.
conversation would be with
Flashback.
Titans would be a good reason to have that conversation. That's like, so why is this taking so long? Well, let me explain.
I think it's my uncle. Wow, you read your uncle from the Navy, the guys that do basically nothing anymore. The hell was in the background just doing like the cutting motion. Like, stop, stop, stop.
We're doing wonders for interbranch cooperation right now.
Oh my god. Oh, Holmes. Non-committally to that.
Hey, so I have a question.
Yes.
Did we get any further information of what exactly we're going to be doing at the Dakar base besides more testing of stuff and thingamabobs and who's a what's its and gizmos and gadgets?
You're here for an operation.
Hmm. I see. I'm sure it's an operation as in military and not in a medical area.
Then you would be wrong.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Anyway, so yeah, Faust is reading her book. What book, you may ask?
How to do surgery for nutties.
How to do yeah, exactly how to do surgery for that.
Measure
She's
twice,
reading.
not once, or so.
What's a popular book about surgery? Let me look.
The Curious Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Maybe. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense for new time. Yeah, no, let's do that. We're like
Frankenstein.
I mean,
yeah,
these
no.
are all beautifully on the nose.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I feel like this would be a thing in the anime where like if you see Faust reading a book and
It's
it's like
somehow relevant.
it's somehow relevant. Yeah, no. So Faust first was reading Goethelese before she signed on with Titans, and now she's reading. Yeah, I'd say about Doctor Jekyll and Hyde or Frankenstein or one of those. It depends on if you have the original broadcast or the Blu-ray edition.
In the original broadcast, Frankenstein is spelled incorrectly. It's Frankenstein.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's what's the word? They put the I in the wrong spot. They always do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But you have not answered Kumiko's question.
What was the question?
So Kumiko says, looks over to the rest of the team and says, "I thought the rest of them were yours previously. If you're not in Titan, then why are they here?"
Because they are Titans.
She looks confused. Then why aren't you?
They'd lack
Faust.
meddlesome uncles.
Faust closes the book and motions to what Matcher just said. That would be the case, yes. In a sense, the lieutenant commander is Faust's subordinate in this scenario. Kind of looks over to Matro with this look.
You know, like me, you guys like, I'm not sure that's how ranks work, but you are the ranking Titans officer here, I believe.
Exactly. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of going back on what I remember of Titans always being above the regular military, and Matro's right now regular military, and we're the Titans TM.
When you said we are the Titans, I thought of We Are Number One.
We are number one. Say anyways.
I'm just imagining, so that's jamming to Jamaica on and Basque, just doing that.
Exactly. Yeah, but yeah, no. Faust says that as she motions to Metro, and she's just like, "That won't be the case when Metro's forms are when that won't be the case when Metro is approved to become a Titan. After all, there's so little a Navy officer can do."
She hums. Then you feel the car stop.
Okay. I guess Faust takes that moment to get up and is taking the initiative to walk over to the exit, considering that they're most likely here.
You are. You all get out of the truck, and you're at this big concrete building that
Yeah, and a bunch of
conspicuously does not have a name attached to it.
it's just like fucking Dairy Queen facility or some shit.
No, like, there's no title on it.
Exactly. No, I know. But imagine you step out and it's like they've disguised it as like a Dairy Queen factory for making ice cream or some shit.
Coca-Cola headquarters? I didn't know that was here.
I didn't know the Coca-Cola headquarters was stationed all the way out here. That's crazy. McDaniels? That's one big ass McDaniels.
Seems
No, Faust, you idiot. It's not
highly
one big
unusual.
McDaniels. It's multiple separated in 2 different compartments.
Anyway, Faust looks up at the building. This is certainly a building she has a type of building she's seen before. Considering she herself has been very much doing more private stuff. I'm sure there were many unnamed buildings in your borough for testing some of the more secretive equipment, like the Gundam, or even the gyms.
Yeah,
Pre-production.
so, Frep, Oliver, when you get out to look at this thing, it's a concrete slab. There is no title on it. It is massive. There are very few windows. Like, there's an unusual lack of windows on this building. I'm not sure how you guys take that. How do you?
I mean, we're supposed to be stopping for a operation. It looks more like a prison than a hospital. I guess the Titans' new budget didn't include any architects.
This is not for the Titans. It's not one of their facilities.
Oh, right. You
This
guys
is
love.
the Dakar Labs.
Charming.
I think this is government owned. Probably just a research facility. Probably more just funded by the EFF than anything. Though I only assume that based off the name. I could be wrong.
Then Colonel Zhenya walks behind you along with Major Dick, and I laugh it up. And Colonel Zhenya says, "Actually, this is directly under Federation Parliament."
So true.
Looks John, well, we best be off. There's only so many hours in the day.
Who are we talking to right now?
Colonel Zhenya.
Oh, okay.
Understood. I'll turn to follow. Probably stub out the cigarette that I would have lit immediately after getting out of the truck.
Light cigarette. We gotta go inside. Size stomps out cigarette. Walks in dejected.
Just takes
Remember
a big drag.
It's the 80s. You can walk in with it.
Ah, fair enough.
They didn't make stuff like that illegal until the 90s.
You're gonna the natural walks in. You immediately see all the child experiments start coughing from the smoke.
Remember, only the Nazis banned cigarettes.
So it's true.
Actually, that is true.
It's my Federation given right to smoke near children in an indoors environment.
Look, they've got young and healthy lungs. They're probably fine.
They'll be fine. They can take it.
They have 40 more years to develop lung cancer. What's the chances they get it now?
Thanks,
What's the worst that can happen?
Anyways, so you walk in, and there is a reception desk. This is the most government building you've ever seen. However, Faust,
Mm-hmm.
You look, when you look around, you see a side room that's completely dark, and you get a bad vibe from it.
That's ominous. I should investigate that sooner or later, but I'm just gonna stand here like I don't notice that.
It's a similar feeling to when you were walking down in the Tell Mountains, the Tell Atlas Mountains, right before the ambush was spread.
Oh, okay. Well, Klaus is gonna keep an eye on that door. Maybe slip off to go see what's inside real quick before they move on. So, if
Like
Colonel
watching
Jenya,
eyes.
yes, Faust is gonna return the watching, the glare, the look at the darkened hallway. She can feel like someone's watching her. She's gonna stare right back. Uh, if Colonel Zhenya is gonna talk to this receptionist lady for a bit, I think Faust might approach real quick. You know.
Sure.
So she's gonna kind of slink off from the group real quick. Basically, make it look like she's just walking around the building. Letting that pism, go unchecked. Definitely not suspecting anything as she makes her way over to the darkened doorway, hallway, corridor thingamabob.
It's a room.
Okay.
Inside
She's
the room,
gonna.
it's completely pitch black.
Uh, so am I feeling anything more intense the closer I get?
And the closer you get, the more, like, what's the word? The feeling intensifies as you get closer.
Faust will get closer. I don't think. Mm, I can't exactly turn on the light switch without anybody noticing. That would just be weird.
No,
So I think.
you'd have to enter the doorway, like enter this
Okay.
room.
Ah, I think Faust would have a little flashlight on her. That makes sense in case she needs to do something with requiring light in a dark area. Does that make sense?
Sure.
I think Faust is going to kind of like pull out the little flashlight, but like inconspicuously and kind of like briskly flash the dark hallway before turning it off again.
It's not a hallway.
Or the room. You know what I mean.
Yep, you flash into this door. I'd like you to make me keen awareness at a -2.
Keen awareness -2 plus telepathy.
No, that's already accounting for your telepathy.
Oh, okay. So keen awareness 11 -2 would be a 9. Oof, I nearly got a critical success. I got a 3, so that's 7 successes.
You only turn it on and turn it off, like very briefly. However, you can clearly tell there are several bulked out people right behind the shutters.
Hmm. Bulked out, you say?
Like, what's the word? It's almost like their silhouette has been padded and like made larger somehow.
Hmm. That's ominous. And they're all staring at me.
Yeah. And like you can get like an increasingly worried feeling and aura from this direction as you get closer.
I think Faust is gonna stare at the hallway, her expression unmoving, unchanging. She just stares into the dark hallway after the brisk flash of lights and the silhouettes and their bulkiness. And she slowly kind of turns to Halava and she starts kind of suspecting what might be going on here and what exactly they brought Halava in for. But she can't exactly do anything about it right now. So she looks back at the hallway, kind of like her eyes, if anything, they could maybe sense it that Faust just like acknowledges them and their presence and returns back to the group.
Right, Matro, Holloway, you hear Courage say, "Oh, did she something interesting, Lieutenant?" Courage says.
Faust looks back at the door and she says, "It was Faust felt like something was watching, but it was nothing.
Why would anything be watching?
He shrugs. It's just like it's a government facility. Somebody's always watching, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, it's not like that back at base, and that's a government facility.
Well, Courage, I believe you've noticed that this isn't any normal government facility. There was most likely just some security guard doing rounds. As she kind of like walks in front of Courage and the rest of the group, presumably behind Colonel Genya while he's talking with this receptionist.
Yeah, and Halava, you've been checked in for the operation.
Halva knew this was an operation coming in, correct?
Yes.
I suppose Faust also knew.
Okay. He seems a little nervous, but the hints that Faust has been picking up seem to not really go over his head a little, but he might be ignoring them, really. Just sort of head tracked on one thing, and that's moving one step forward. But Halava gets himself checked in.
And Faust, Halava, you are taken away to like prep for the procedure, which leaves everyone else waiting around.
Faust is kind of against the wall. Her arms are. She's got that usual stance of like holding one arm with her hand as she's kind of just like staring off into nothing. So are they wearing? Or is it okay to say they're wearing a more classic Titans uniform for the dramatic?
Yeah, you've switched into it because, like, what's the word? The office wear is always the same. The
Our
fatigue stain.
sexy black uniforms that Metro does not have. Anyway, yeah, no, she's got that on with her Titans uniform on, just staring off into nothing. I say she has like, it's open. I think like it's a very much more like how to put it. Whatever. She's wearing the uniform in a very stylish character way, you know? For character design or whatever. Anyway, yeah, no,
Like,
she's kind of just
I'm just thinking, like, yeah, Halava has a button down. No, you are prim and completely proper.
it's something like that.
Yeah, Halava's like jacket is unzipped and his beret's a little more off to the side than it should be.
Yeah, you're wearing it in a jaunty way.
I don't think Faust would exactly has the beret on. Honestly, if part of me wants to say that she's wearing the main coat jacket part on her shoulders.
If you're okay with sweating.
I mean, she has it on her shoulders. She isn't exactly wearing it. Who knows? Maybe that's her excuse. It's like, oh, it's hot. I'm like, well, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, the only one here wearing an overcoat is you.
Yeah,
along with your beret.
For style, kind of like just like. Actually, wait. Let me take a look. I need to browse.
I know the exact kind of wearing style that you're talking about.
I need to browse through the Faust gallery so I can see which kind of drip I want her to be wearing this uniform in.
So, Faust, in front of you, there is a man in a lab coat explaining exactly what's going to happen.
Okay. So what exactly is going to happen?
So, like, yeah, Hollow's gonna go under the knife. A couple of the few modifications is artificial lungs, some strengthening of the bones, along with a what's the word? Neurochemical like augmentation.
But like, are we all listening to this?
No, it's just you, because you're the only one who actually understands. Speaking of that, Matro.
Yeah.
You're in a hospital waiting room, along with the other two, Daniel and Kumiko. And the first thing Courage does when she gets here is go over to the vending machine.
I imagine there's absolutely no music playing right now. The only background noise is like the buzzing, the humming of like LEDs and shit.
Well, this is the 80s. They're just shitty fluorescent bulbs.
Yeah. Just, it's very, very much very creepy, very
Do I
creepy.
have any idea what this operation, or have I just been told, yeah, he's in for an operation?
No, like something about augmentations, but what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
You don't know, and they haven't said.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I guess Faust is in another room and she's looking at the doctor. It's kind of like nodding along, like confirming things.
From your estimation, Faust, you'd figure this is more intensive than the stuff you read about in the files you were able to save.
It seems that the Federation is taking the next step in their attempts at augmenting soldiers into becoming cyber new types, as she heard, which is not cash money. She gets where they're coming from, but maybe we should kind of see what makes a new type tick exactly before we make people try to be one via putting them in putting funny stuff in their brain, all that, but whatever.
I like how your reaction is, yeah, it's not very cash money. I mean, we're just going further than the fascists who were losing the last war were willing to go on human experimentation. We're just going a bit further. It's fine. It's only peacetime.
No, I'm just thinking the doctors range from Joseph Goebbels to Mengele was my personal hero.
No, yeah. Faust is very much like, it's the she's kind of putting two and two together that, oh boy, I think that the Federation is kind of like, they saw the data, they're like, oh well, what if we tried this? We have a bigger budget, sure we could do better. Which, true, fair enough, but also, not cash, not cash money.
The ethics committee was bombed during the war, so you know how it is.
Yeah, we're. I mean, Halava and Faust's morals were bombed as well. So,
yeah,
and for a penny, in for a pound.
All the papers you've been reading, keep saying Genesis 2.
I guess that's the name of the project. The project name for new types, cyber new types.
And if you haven't remembered, because it has been several months, but the files you looked at was just the Genesis project.
Oh dear God. Okay. Well. Okay. Yeah. No. Faust is just looking at. She reads the word Genesis 2, and she's just staring at the paper, and she's just like, oh. Oh boy, look who it is. The consequences of my actions.
You didn't think you'd be here, did you? But now you are.
Well, if this is the consequences of my own actions, fancy seeing you here in this government facility built on the research I gave the Federation.
Yeah, and Matro.
Yep.
You see Courage start to shake the vending machine violently.
Damn it. Can't take Courage anywhere.
She keeps trying to shift it. She's like, come on.
I will go over and see. I'm assuming something's hung up.
Stuck.
Just gonna look at what line it is. Is can I order something above it to drop on whatever whatever's jammed?
Yeah, it's a bag of chips.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna try and drop a bottle of pop or something on top of it to free it. provided it's not in the top row.
No, you can buy a different bag of chips.
I mean, that also works. That's just less fun.
Yeah, but that's not how vending machines weigh things. Heavy things are on the bottom.
Yeah, sometimes people are unwise on how they arrange things, but fair enough. Listen, this is, again, 80s. I'm assuming that I can get cigarettes out of this damn thing.
Oh, there are.
Oh,
And
good.
remember, this is an anime and the 80s. There are so much.
There's vending machine for anything. Right next to you is the burger the burger machine vending machine.
I'm just thinking, like, yes, there is underwear in this thing.
Yeah, there's guns. You can just you just vend guns.
I don't know how long I'm gonna have to wait around this hospital, so I better get an extra pack of smokes just in case. It takes a while. It's the safest place to smoke.
I'm imagining this scene where it's like we have different cuts of like Halva prepping for the surgery, going under. You see the scalpel start to approach his skin. You see Faust like staring at the documents, reading it, talking to the doctor with this like very like kind of zoned out kind of look on her, and then you just cut to Nacho and Courage, who are just like, come on, get out the vending machine.
I paid $2 for this shit. Where's my fucking candy bar?
$2 in the 80s slot.
I feel like this
I get why she's pissed.
$2 for a candy bar now is a lot. I hate inflation.
Exactly. No, yeah, that's true. But also, like, I'm imagining this perfectly encapsulates what the Rio team's whole thing has been. Where Courage and where Halva and Faust are doing this like serious seinen drama shit, and there's just like Macho and Courage off in the background, completely unaware.
For the most part, yes.
It definitely flips. Everyone gets their fucking drama moments, and then everyone gets their goober moments for sure.
True.
Courage is mostly goober.
Yes, that's Courage's most important role. So we're just ordered to be here because Hal was having this operation, correct?
Yes.
Which
just begs the question why the other two are here.
I was just gonna say, like now that we've secured Courage's chips, I'll like motion a cigarette and the two waiting with us. So why are you two waiting here? I can't imagine you enjoy our company that particularly much to, keep us company while we wait on Halva.
Daniel says, yeah, we're waiting on our own, actually.
How long does this shit normally take?
He's thinking, well, as far as I'm aware, there's no normal about any of this stuff. It's all experimental. Yeah, but our guy should be discharged today. We're just waiting around for the girl head.
Gotcha. So you're all tied up in this. He'll literally do the air quote, this new type phenomena stuff.
I thought the papers called it espers.
Six of one, half a dozen of the other.
Doesn't
really matter what you call it. What it is seems to be apparent enough.
Says I concur. Although I have yet to see it truly in action myself. No offense to the captain, but it wasn't a particularly impressive display.
I didn't see the funnel part, I guess.
You kind of blaze through that under
smoke,
just like main effort, rather than relying on it on the powers. No, it's impressive enough if you see it as often as we have. Those damn funnels are a pain in the ass to deal with. Because, any slight riller imagined towards the team, Metro will, like, bristle at. In that case, it's like, oh, Faust isn't impressive. Listen here. This shit sucks to fight, and I don't wish it on, I wouldn't say that I don't wish it on my enemies, because I absolutely do, but I wouldn't want to be on the other side of it, is where we're coming from with this.
I suppose that makes sense. And Daniel says, so how much do you guys know about all this? And he, what's the word? Throws his hands forward, stuff. Words with a mouthful says, not much.
Yeah, relatively little, just really what we've seen with Faust. And, well, as you may have gathered, the captain is not the most talkative.
Courage just nods vigorously. And Daniel says, want to go snoop around a little?
You may not want to do that.
Trying to think here. It's like, I mean, we shouldn't, but also, this is really boring. Just sitting here in the waiting room. It's like, officially, we can't have heard that. I mean, curious to see what's going on.
I imagine Faust is looking at the cyber new type of fight members of the Lucis and the other guys' teammates just staring at them like, yep.
Oh, I down to stretch my legs. Because I got no reason to think anything actually nefarious is going on. It's like, if we're not supposed to go in somewhere, there'll probably be someone to stop us. And if they don't, that's really on them for not.
They shouldn't just let us walk around.
Yeah,
sensitive areas.
That seems like an incredibly poor idea. And who would just let random people walk around allegedly secure facilities? That'd be crazy.
That'd be downright insane.
You're responsible.
I would as the highest ranking officer here, Matro, there are 4 directions to choose, which is left, right, forward, back. Which way do you go?
There's 4 people.
Let's go forward.
You start walking around, and you pass by, operate basically like the surgery area, and it's a glass windows. You can see into stuff.
Okay, I'll rubberneck take a look. Not that I know anything about surgery or anything like that.
These are some pretty strange implements, you'll have to agree. What's the word? I don't think you quite need that many straps on a chair, for one thing. And there's this weird-looking machine that would go around looks like it would envelop someone's head.
Anyway, however, that's how I lost my medical license.
God.
Oh, hello, Maestro.
That seems weird, but I mean, I got no reason to think anything too untoward, other than oh man, this is maybe a little more serious than I thought.
Man, these MRI machines are a little funky.
Right?
Yep, you pass by some more regular stuff, which doesn't what's the word? A bit of like ring any like alarm bells. Then until you get to one room, and what's the word? This isn't. This is a operating room, so like the glass is not normal. It's like reinforced with wire inside of it, and you can like see it, which makes the extremely large crack in it very suspicious.
Oh.
Like an impact crack.
That's weird.
Matt here looking at the crack, it's like got a bit of blood and hair in it. He turns to the crew. Well, that's a bit strange.
Yes, actually.
That's fucking weird. That's all he's got to say about it. It's like that's not normal. I mean, is there any like what's the word I'm looking for? Like, beside the doors on most hospitals, there's like the folder where they keep the charts and stuff like that. Is there like anything there? Because it's interesting to speak. Like, that's super unusual. I wonder if I can get like a hint, if he can get a hint of what was going on. He's not a medical guy, but he is, relatively well educated and might be able to parse something if he sees anything written down.
I'd like you to roll me a d6.
Okay.
Let's see how lucky you are.
That's
unlucky.
a 5. So doesn't feel very lucky.
You aren't very lucky. You change alleys, and you change to a different hallway, and you see some men in lab coats, also in Federation uniforms, walk by. You have Courage and Daniel with you, who are both in Titan's uniform, and you are a major. As you walk by, I would like you to make a poise and performance check +3.
You gotta act like you're there, bro.
Just act like you're there.
Walk with confidence. They won't.
You said poise +3?
Yes.
Oh man, I'm rolling this on a 6, by the way, because I
Would you like
have
to
no
use an error
performance.
point?
Yes, I think that would be appropriate at this time.
Poise performance plus. Oh, you don't have anything in performance. Nobody puts anything.
Not good at this.
Arnaud has a 5 in performance.
You know what's funny?
What?
Didn't need to spend that narrative point, but that's 4 success now. Just fake it till you make it.
Yep. They salute as you walk past.
I'll turn the salute, and like as they go by, like look back at my 2 compatriots with a shit-eating grin on my face. It's like, oh, that works. Because like presumably I know that we shouldn't be doing this, but like I have no indication that like being huge shit for it. It's just like, yeah, probably not supposed to wander around government facilities, but I'm bored and tired of watching Courage beat up the vending machine.
Not even there wasn't even a TV in the waiting room.
Ugh. And the magazines are probably horribly out of date.
There was no magazines either.
Oh my god, this place is a prison on planet bullshit.
This place is a hell. It's Faust in the background, like, oh, you have no idea.
You find a room, and it looks like a file room. Interestingly, everything there. You get to these 2 file cabinets, and one is labeled G1 and one's labeled G2. Which one do you open up first?
G, that must stand for Gundam.
Yeah, right. Well, let's look at G2 then. I was thinking just like I was looking for the like charts on the side of a door rather than rifle through a file room. But yeah, let's take a look at G2.
You open up these files. They say Genesis 2. You just like grab a random one.
Yeah. No, a little little weirded out after seeing the whole like reinforced room with the crack. I was like, what the fuck did Halva sign himself up for?
What is this?
What do you mean?
What is this?
Who
What
said
a G
anything about?
Generation Genesis?
Who said anything about signing up? He was ordered
Whoa,
to
what?
do this.
Oh, that's really fucking weird.
Don't worry about it, big man.
In this case, like, that if I knew it was ordered, I'd just assumed he'd involved some kind of voluntary surgery and ordered to do this. But that's fucking weird. Yeah, I am going to flip through this. What the fuck are they doing to Halva?
Okay, you see, what's the word? Vertigo spatial awareness as test S115. So you see it's a bungee. It says subject age 13, and then it just says D826 attached to bungee cord hard drop 10 meters tested to predict incoming dodgeballs. Results. Severe nausea on D26 and a 80% dodge rate.
It was honestly, I gotta admit, that was probably the bungee cord. that nausea was probably from the bungee cord rather than the experiment part.
Huh.
And notes 20% increase over control test.
That little 13 there is a little concerning. Let's like
Dude,
just pick another at random.
it's okay, dude. They got the kid on bungee cords, dodging dodgeballs. This is fun. This is a nice, fun summer camp.
Actually, how's this organized? Is like, are these alphabetized, or are they just like test by test?
They seem to go by subject, which is it seems to be D then a number.
Ah. Well, that was like relatively innocuous. Let's go like midway through the cabinet and just check one.
Oh, you find D4. All that is in D4's file says as age 16 and attempted surgery failure, deceased. And then it's a bunch of medical stuff that you don't understand, like chemicals you've never heard of. And something called augmentation process Bravo.
Ah. That's concerning. I don't know anything about like what this surgery, what they call it or anything like that, right? It's just like, Alba, you've been ordered to report for surgery. Okay.
Reads file. Age 16. Surgery attempt failed. Result dead. Uh-oh.
Yeah, like that's what it's like. That's fucking suspicious. I'm gonna like check another couple real quick. Also, I'm like,
yes, bro.
because now I'm getting to like, I don't want to be caught in here reading these. It's like, Courage, can you watch the door and make sure like no one comes down the hallway while we're in here? Because I don't think we're probably supposed to be reading this, but my interest is piqued.
She gives a thumbs up. You know, you are officers, so you are still armed.
Yeah. Again, like now I've got the heebie-jeebies, but not enough that I plan to like shoot my way out of this place. I'll like motion with the folder in my hand to the other Titans officer there. It's like, what do you make of this stuff?
He's looking at this. What the? He's like, all he says is, "What the fuck is a psychic resonance?"
You don't have a
Hands you something about It's all very weird, like melding of consciousness. Like, what is that supposed to mean? What does that even look like?
some weird esoteric horse shit.
Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, is this really where all of our money's going? I bet we could buy it. It seems like I bet we could at least buy 3 more mobile suits with the price of this building alone.
Yeah. Kind of like, again, I'm just going to look at another file at random. It's like, wow, going halfway seems severe. Let's take a look at a file towards the end.
Okay, then you find D40.
Okay.
D40, age 18. And it says, after D40's successful augmentation process chart, early surgery, showed a vast increase over our process Bravo subjects. However, there has been increased increased symptoms of mental instability. And it's just listing off acquired mental disorders like bipolar, manic, like depression, OCD.
Oh, well, I mean, honestly, that
I don't like the sound of this. Like, this whole process seems, put it politely, fucked.
And the other thing is, it seems that there's been a sort of what's the word? What's a good word? A detrimental effect upon D40's constitution.
I think I'd like to find out what exactly they're going to be doing to Alva with this. Because this seems awful. And presumably we have no idea what surgery center Hal had been booked into, right?
Yeah, Faust.
Yeah.
You see, what's the word? You see, when you've been reading over your files, you see augmentation process as echo.
Okay. I'm gonna read through it. I'm sure it's very bad. Very, very bad. Not good. No bueno.
Yeah, it seems it's definitely a cut above Genesis 1, you remember. Although it's a lot more precise about how much exactly you can push someone.
Yeah. Such is science, but the fact that they're doing it to a friend now is that one point in empathy. Oh God. Anyway, yeah, no, Faust is gonna read it. So they're basically doing the same thing of Genesis 2, but they're like, yeah, we can push somebody to about this point before they, completely break. Faust, her expression hasn't changed, at least to the point that anybody that doesn't know her would notice. Like, she kind of looks to the room that Halva is doing the surgery in, and she's just like, she's wondering if Halva was forced to go under or if he willingly let it happen. Because she's sure Halva had the could put 2 and 2 together on what exactly was going to happen when they put him under, or what could happen.
Yeah, Halapa. You
The scientist still here?
Yeah, there's a scientist here. You can, if you'd like to ask questions.
Faust is going to turn to the scientist, and she's just like, has the lieutenant already begun surgery?
He should be going under. They should be applying anesthetic relatively soon.
She's looking at the paper and she says, "If I'm reading this right, you have been improving upon Genesis 1's data."
At least trying to. Emphasis on the try.
She nods as she says, "Overall, it seems to be going relatively better than Genesis 1, though there's still many problems."
He nods solemnly. Although,
Yes.
your man is pretty solidly built. Pretty sure he'll survive.
Faust is certain of that. She's got a feeling that Haliva will survive, but what will he be like after? She closes the book and she kind of looks at him. Faust is requesting to oversee the surgery herself. Myself.
I see no reason why. I see no reason why to deny any sort of reason to deny you.
She nods and says a quick like thank you as she kind of enters the surgery room to personally oversee this, probably putting on the medical equipment needed, or at least anything needed to protect Haliva's internals from any bacteria from her, which might not look good on her if any of the others show up, but whatever.
Yeah, you're in scrubs. Halva.
Yeah,
The doctors are prepping you.
I imagine he's just going through all the steps, sort of, I don't want to say disassociating, but he's definitely not all the way there right now.
You know, Halva, are you at all regretting that this is what you have to do to join the Titans? It was a contingent part of their acceptance.
At this point, Halva's not stupid, right? He's seen Genesis 1, he has his own fears. He obviously doesn't know what Faust or Frep know, or Faust or Matro knows, but he's concerned, and he's just breathing in and out.
I would like to enter the medical surgery room, and I pull out my gun and I shoot that. Just kidding. No, I just enter.
The Last of Us?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Dude, fucking Matcher's gonna come in and shoot one of the surgery people with a shotgun. They're gonna have to fight their way out the building. And then Matcher in UC 105 is gonna get his head caved in by some random lady who shows up, and is apparently the daughter of one of the surgeons he shot.
Wait,
Yes, Halva had to say yes to this, or he wouldn't be allowed to join.
Oh man! By the way, that
at this point,
I can only assume Matra has no knowledge of that, because why the hell would you agree to this? Oh my god! You could have had a fine career in the regular forces, you crazy people.
It's fine.
You crazy people? You mean we crazy people?
Yeah, you signed up too, buddy. But yeah, no.
Not knowing that Halva had to be ordered to be a guinea pig in order to get in. But told the dear colonel to shove it.
It's okay. Your president genius is here to make sure he's okay. I'm goated. So yeah, I would like Faust to enter the medical room, the surgery room. She enters and she kind of locks eyes with Halva.
Halva just sort of stares at Faust, sort of bug-eyed, just this very intense sort of glare.
Faust has a very not good expression on her face. She doesn't. It's probably not good that she's in scrubs, but she turns to the doctors and she's just like, "May Faust have a moment of the patient's time before you begin."
Understood, Captain.
She kind of moves him away as she makes her way to Halva, and she's like, "Halva."
Mm-hmm.
He kind of motions for him to sit down.
He's kind of already been sitting. He's on
yeah,
the bed.
Yeah, Faust is standing over him, presumably the light being very ominous. But she's just like, "Are you sure you want to do this, Halva?"
Do you remember what it was like when we first entered the ship?
He nods. That tense feeling.
I don't... This all had to have been worth it. I'm not going anywhere.
She kind of sighs and she's just like, Faust will personally ensure you will come out of this okay, however.
I wouldn't have anybody else.
Faust nods as she turns to the doctors and she says, Faust will be overlooking the surgery personally. I
Is
trust
this
that's no problem.
They say, "Is this a proof?" Then you pull out the paper that the head doctor gave you.
Yeah. She pulls out the paper that says, "This person is really smart. She can do this." Yeah,
4 PhDs.
4 PhDs, all in different fields. We're honestly a little intimidated.
I'm more concerned. How many MDs does Faust have?
Probably more.
No, MDs take too much time to get.
That's true. I mean, she's
Like
smart.
I
Who knows?
knew Faust was a super genius. At no point did I assume that had carried over to like medical training.
I like the idea that Faust is college for fun, so she keeps, like, every year she's getting a new degree. Like, she just does classes on the side.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like Faust with the reading glasses, looking at a computer, typing away out of the side with Halva, like having coffee for her. Like, here you go, Faust.
Yeah, her
Honestly,
graduates classes who look like she's an undergrad.
yeah, but she probably has enough knowledge to be. Faust is a very special case, very special case. But yeah, no, she hands them the paper of the approval of the head doctor to oversee the surgery. She's gonna personally ensure Halva gets out of this a-okay. She's locking in.
Alaba.
Mm-hmm.
They put the anesthetic over you, and it all starts.
Before he does, he's like, can I do it?
Sure.
Yeah.
The doctor kind of like slowly handing him the mask. Like, okay.
This doctor's like, does everyone just want to do it themselves at this surgery?
Is everyone going to be doing my job for me? Do I have to leave?
Am I even needed here?
Sorry, I just...
Yeah, no, it's dramatic, but I find it funny. This doctor's standing up here like, oh, okay.
I just need to do something that's in my control, that's all.
You are wrong.
Does Oliver... Does he get a general vibe from any of these doctors, not to take away from the scene? Like, have they done this before?
Yeah, how would I put this? This seems kind of, what's the word? Cold to you. Like, I don't know if you've been in a hospital before, but I'm assuming you have been. And there's a certain speed you have to do when you're a general practitioner like this. But, like, what's the word? They don't even, like, pretend to care even a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
When your doctor at the warmest bedside manner is Faust, you know you have problems. That's not very fair. Faust is warm to Halva, yes, but you know where I'm going.
I don't know. Faust is a pretty weird person.
Warm-ish? Lukewarm.
So yeah, no, Faust is gonna be standing next to Halva as he puts on the mask.
Right.
Oh, everything starts to go dark. Matra, what are you doing?
I mean, at this point, I think I'm freaked out. I was like, I am going to find out from... Because I know Faust is, like, overseeing this, right?
Yes.
To a certain extent. So I'm going to go find Faust, find out what the fuck is going on here. Because this seems, like, suspicious as hell now. Of course, I don't know, where to go to look for, so this might be a little bit of blind blundering around.
You do have 2 minions to go look for someone.
Wouldn't that technically be the Faust POV?
It
Just trying to
would.
think here, because Because I could go send them, but then if I'm still looking, there's not like an easy way to report back in.
It's Metro right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where to go, where to search. Like, what? Man, I'm just going to try and find like the next like member of the staff here. I could find like see if they could tell me where I could find Captain Faust. Now that I think about it, because again, just fake it till you make it instead of panicking for around. It's like I'm going to go ask where to find this person. It's important. Which,
Oh yeah. So one of the white coats tells you, points down the hallway where you need to go. So you start going. With Courage and Daniel in tow. And while you're there, you pass by some guys in Federation hard suits, escorting a obviously kind of like out of it and delirious like teenager in like a hospital gown.
Okay, in a hard suit, huh? Just gotta like look back at Courage and it's like, what is going on in this place? Because like it's one thing that like Alvin got ordered to do this, but at least he's an adult and a member of the military. This is kids. This is fucking weird. Like, because this is military personnel escorting presumably a civilian.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucked. But right now, I need to find out what's going on with my guy. But that's another mark in the column of this. Something is deeply wrong with this place. Fuck. I'm gonna go back to searching for Faust, but I'm not happy about this.
Something is not right. He kicks some scientist in the dick. Something is quite wrong.
Yep, you find the operating room, and there's Faust. They're doing the thingy, my bobber.
Cool.
Okay,
all of our chest is completely open. You can see a lung, like an extra one.
It's okay. We're making him an Astartes. Don't worry about it. Giving him the 2 extra pairs of lungs and an extra heart. It'll be fine. He can spit acid after this.
So yeah, a little late on that front. Fuck. Yeah, I don't suppose there's. How did I see a lung? And also, like, I know how his lungs work. Why are they putting a new lung in? This is deeply fucked.
They should give that one to me. I'm the smoker.
I assume, unless otherwise stated, everyone smokes.
But, you have never. I don't think you've seen Courage smoke.
It's okay, Maestro. Hell is just donating his lungs to you for the future when you have lung cancer.
Okay, so basically, I'm too late, and he's already under the knife. God.
Faust is gonna have to do surgery under a firefight to finish up before they leave.
Make a note of where this is. Yeah, there's fuck, I don't know what I don't know what to do. Because he's literally in the middle of I guess not open heart surgery, open lung surgery. So I'm not gonna go barge in because I don't want to result in Alva dying horribly. But
Next to you, Colonel Genio walks into the scene. He says, Lieutenant Commander, what are you doing here?
What the hell is happening to Lieutenant Halva?
Surgery.
Necessary surgery?
Experimental augmentations. For victory.
Wasn't aware that we were at war still.
He raises his eyebrow. I thought Odd getting shot at less than 2 weeks ago would have told you otherwise.
And we crushed those remnants.
I wasn't aware that destroying a single battalion worth of mobile suits counts as total victory.
And what about now, like Nob head back down the hallway where like the apparent civilian went through. What about the other patients here? It's one thing for, an officer to volunteer for this sort of thing, because again, I've got no indication he would think to know that he'd been ordered to do this. This seems highly unusual and more than a little unethical.
We live in an unusual and extreme times. They are here because they are all orphans, and the Federation has graciously offered them full rides in life should they agree to the procedures. I'm sure your own pension could cover more than a comfortable lifestyle, considering that's what they're getting.
And they get cool ones.
I think the Federation should have a duty to citizens beyond something so transactional, especially children.
I mean, it's a government. What do you expect?
I concur, which is why we need to defeat the remnants as fast as possible.
This seems extreme based on the level of threat we've seen from the remnants. Although, yeah, no, this is fucked. I'm trying to think. He's trying to bargain with a guy who is very clearly off the deep end.
He says, then he says, "Are you aware what a Zeong is?"
Would Matra be aware of that between his time with the testing? No. Now, does he recognize the idiocy that is Xeon naming conventions? Like enough to put together like some kind of Xeon
yeah, because that name is deranged.
It's like no, but Xeon came up with all sorts of insane weapons, and none of which turned the tide of the war, and none of which required us to experiment on children. Which Matra doesn't know enough to know if he's wrong to say that.
Shar Azdaval, with one Xeon, destroyed 15 battleships and a complete battalion's worth of GIMs, all on his own during the Battle of Aboku. And he was rated as a weak new type, and there are currently 10 and mobile armors at least in the same weight class that are missing. And that's not to say if there's any more out there that we don't know about. You fought a Gundam that was equipped with ad hoc funnels. Do you really want to think what it would be like to fight something purposefully built around funnels?
It sounds like we're just reaching for boogeymen to justify this. Where are these, 10 war-winning weapons been for the last... How many years has it been? It's 86? Last 6 years.
We don't know. And that's why we need to do this. They are out there. We have found 2 after the war. There's still 10 out there.
I don't see how, if we defeated the Principality once, how them hiding for 5 years with these supposed super weapons are going to, suddenly upend the Federation.
He sighs. Then you're not really seeing the big picture.
I mean, yeah, did you see what happened at last year?
The Space Marines now think that they can defeat the Federation because the Zeeks got close. It doesn't matter if they can't actually do that, because of course they can't, it's the Federation. But it doesn't mean they won't try. So we need to make a show of fool, or is to dissuade them from any stupid ideas.
Whoa. Cool it with the racism, pal.
I was gonna say, he takes note of the fact that, using Space Noise and like Xeon sympathizers interchangeably, the Colonel here. God, Metro is not like the best prepared for this conversation, but this seems ludicrous and like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like, you can create any boogeyman you want to justify this. It still doesn't mean it's right.
What the hell are you doing on a Federation black site?
Is that what this is?
He looks around. You think any of this is normal?
No, I do not. It's like, man, for a black site, this place is fucking terrible security.
It's Gundam.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Trying to think here. If this is such a bright and noble cause, Colonel, why is this being done in a secret facility sealed off from the world? If our, goals were so noble and magnanimous, why is this such an obviously dirty secret?
Some people just won't understand what it takes to win. Yourself included, it seems.
It's a very bold statement, Colonel. Good.
There it is.
I don't I think how he phrased this here, because basically it's like if we're just lowering ourselves to the Xeon's level, that's hardly any kind of total victory.
You have no idea.
It seems like the times have passed you by, Captain. Not Captain, Lieutenant Commander. We tried it the way of the regulars, and they failed miserably.
An interesting assessment. Memory serves, it was the we'll just at this point go full on places like memory serves, it's still regulars who had to bail your Titans out during that ambush. So I wouldn't
And
be
and then he says, then look what uniforms they wear now. I'd recommend you stop talking about it if you want to wear that same uniform.
Was this I think here. So these experiments are your, what's the word I'm looking for here? Basically, fishing first. So is this like just a Titans operation as far as I can tell? Like I know it's a lab thing being done by the Federation government.
All the
Black Knight.
white coats you've seen have been in standard EFF regulars, or as uniforms, if they were in uniforms at all, but otherwise civilian.
Okay. I think maybe it's fortuitous that my paperwork hasn't come through, Colonel. I don't believe I the best fit for this organization if this is the way you choose to operate.
So it would seem.
I think here.
Kill him.
Kill him now.
Kill him.
Oh man,
Shoot
like
him.
this is fucking ridiculous.
Have him expelled.
What is this, high school?
Also, like, if Metro gets a chance to talk to Faust, it's like, if you had any idea what the fuck you were signing up for, why the hell did we go through with this nonsense? But I feel I'm not going to have a chance to have that conversation.
I'm kind of busy. Calva, stop whining. Ribs grow back.
No, they don't.
Why they don't? Fuck,
Dude, Faust fucking 0086. Faust is it's like, Faust, are you sure this will work? I have no idea.
Yeah, I just discovered that I got my team signed up to the supervillains, which I mean, we all knew, but Matro didn't know that. God damn it!
Metro's always fighting for the wrong team.
Yeah, he really does. He just is not his thing. He's the poor judge of character of organizations, apparently.
I mean, at least he isn't as bad as Peche Montagne of UCN Gauge.
Yeah, my understanding is she literally only works for the worst possible faction.
No, her politics are extremely simple. It's anti. It's like it's pro oppression. Whoever does the most oppressing, she wants to win.
Yeah, no, 0079, she works for Xeon, which makes sense. She's a child pilot, lived that side free, all that shit. 0082/83, she works for Anaheim Electronics specifically. 0084 to like 0087, Titans, Neo Xeon War, Neo Xeon.
God, she really is the worst.
It's definitely a circumstance. It isn't like she's malicious or anything because she's still a Gundam protagonist, but she's just like, oh boy, she's just like that.
I think it would be funnier if she was like, yes, I choose the worst side on purpose.
Do y'all know about the Finnish guy who joined the Nazis and then joined the Americans in Vietnam?
Oh yeah, what's the word Quicks used?
Joined
from one losing fascist army to the next.
Yeah. Not having a good time.
Yeah, but fuck that guy.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, no.
Yes, enough of real life fascists. Let's go back to our fictional
back to dealing with this one, and it's like, man, I really don't know where to go from here. This is the scale's been falling from my eyes, or Matro's eyes, real rapidly here, but now not really sure where to go from this point.
Okay then, so screen fades to black. The eye catch plays. It plays again. Oliva, you open your eyes.
Okay, where am I?
All you can hear is the constant noise of the heart rate monitor.
You've been in a coma for 8 years.
Oh God. Well, at least that's over. No more Federation infighting or endless wars to go through.
Ahab has awoken. I repeat, Ahab has awoken.
Yep, so Your kind of everything hurts right now, especially the breathing.
I imagine it just stings to breathe. He tries to get up, but he's like, oh, that's a bad idea.
You see next to you, Faust sleeping. You look at the. She's sleeping in a chair, and you look at a clock. It is currently 3 a.m.
Yeah.
When was it?
I like that. You went under the knife at 12.
Oh, Jesus. That's actually a lot shorter than he thought it would be, but still.
Oh man, thank God I went and had this World or fucking Event Horizon, because otherwise I'd been a long time in the break room.
He looks down, like, is he bandaged up or?
Yeah, you're all stitched up.
God, I really hope this was worth it. Jesus. He looks over to this.
Halima doesn't know how bad things are about to get for him. Also, you may now give yourself Cyber New Type rank 2.
Okay.
We're
Congratulations.
Absolutely horrible for Halava, but an absolute dub for team building gameplay.
You're going to be such a menace in combat. Just don't try to have a mental breakdown afterwards. That's real bad.
It's okay. You've got a white-haired German mom. Oh god.
What do you do, Hollywood? It's you in this room alone. Except for the sleeping Faust.
He actually he doesn't wake her up. He just sighs.
It hurts.
Oh god, that would hurt.
They don't even have an aspirin. This truly is the devil's hospital. He sort of nobody else is in the room except Faust. Is this a different room or is it the same as the operating room?
It's a different room.
Okay, that makes more sense. He'll just think back to the ship, and as he does so, he sort of looks over to Faust, nudges his arm away from her. I'm unsure if I want to continue this scene or end it.
I'm good with whatever.
Yeah, he looks over. So I'm back in one piece, huh?
Faust, you hear something.
She begins to wake up.
Your eyes are tired after a long day.
Yep. Yep. It's been several hours of surgery. Hell yeah. Now it works.
Now it works.
But yeah, no. Now it works. But yeah, no. Faust slowly wakes up, still like exhausted from basically locking in for several hours straight to ensure Halava would be like 100% okay. She probably saw from the corner of her eye Bacho talking to Colonel Zhenya, so ugh. Yeah, it's been kind of rough for the past few hours. She wakes up, she's just like, Halava, you're awake?
Yeah, I didn't want to wake you, but I figured you should probably know I'm not dead. Though I figured you especially know that, considering everything.
She sighs, but is clearly relieved. She's like, I'm glad you at least have the energy to make those comments. How do you feel? besides the residual pain from the operation.
I feel like I don't have any energy to do much else, honestly. It's
That's to be expected. She looks at the scars on his chest. Your body is still adapting and recovering to the enhancements.
what did y'all put in me anyhow?
Did you notice anything different with your breathing? Difficulties, improvements?
Mostly difficulties. It hurts to breathe, but oh god, oh, fuck, can't laugh either.
She kind of like just looks. One of the augmentations was installing new lungs in you.
Oh, that explains a lot. Wait, new?
She nods. Artificial. They're meant to increase the lungs' capabilities. You'll be able to essentially hold more oxygen in your lungs. She kind of just like leans back on the chair. I suppose that will soon make you the best swimmer in the team.
Alva technically did get to old Matro. I just don't think he listened. Just also
my God.
No, it's a bunch of techno babble he didn't understand.
Like lung.
Like lung.
What's that?
He looks
Oh,
at Halva, so he looks at so what's the one? And Bowser's just like, Jesus Christ. And
You really didn't pass high school, did you?
I can see why you became enlisted in the Federation.
Guess that means no more smoking for Alva.
No, he can now have even more nicotine in his lungs.
And ruin those ones too. You know, his fancy,
Exactly.
extremely fancy and experimental artificial lungs.
Exactly.
Nothing ever bad will happen by doing that.
Exactly. But yeah, and Faust is just like, so what were the details again? We gave him new lungs, we enhanced his bones, and we injected some chemicals in his brain, right?
some
Yeah.
brain chemicals.
We put some
Miscellaneous new types shit.
juices in his brain, probably some formulas Faust came up with. But yeah, no, she's just like, besides that, your bones have been enhanced to be stronger, and we've injected new chemicals into your brain. She kind of points to, I believe, probably like the. I need to look up the brain real quick.
No, I'm just thinking like Voss tries to have a new type moment with Alva.
That's true. They could probably have that sooner or later, but why is this image so small? We've specifically put more chemicals into your frontal lobe and your cerebellum. It should increase your reaction time, among other effects, if everything went well, which Faust ensured they did.
Don't worry, if there's anything I'm not worried about, it's something going wrong with the surgery.
I guess
Lost.
the most space. Yes.
You feel a warm feeling, just like envelop you.
She kind of looks at Alova. She holds her chest. She hasn't really felt. She felt this once before, but it was like a burning hot sensation, like it was burning her back when she presumably first awakened. This is something else.
Comforting. It's comforting.
Yeah, very much an experience that she has never felt before.
Does Holliver feel a similar sensation?
No, what's the word? You just kind of feel kind of feel chills, and Foss suddenly stopped talking.
I imagine like his head starts hurting a little bit, but that's about it. You good, Lieutenant? Captain.
Kind of. She looks at him and she's just like, "Did you feel that just now?"
Felt a migraine from the surgery, but that's about it.
She kind of just keeps looking at Helen as she says, hopefully those effects will subside in the following days. I have a question.
Yes.
Are we allowed to give Helen medicine? Or is it like he can't take any form of medicine for so and so hours?
Yeah, no, it's not as he's scheduled to do that with breakfast.
Okay. It's like, hopefully.
Oliver just sort of leans back against the pillow.
Yeah, she's just like, we will be putting you on medication to relieve those side effects by the morning.
Do you believe it first?
Believe what, Haliva?
The poetry, the ideology, the philosophy, just no types are supposed to be this grandiose thing. This, what did Daikun say, evolution for humanity?
She thinks to herself for a moment, she's just like, a part of us does want to believe that new types are this new form of human evolution that will lead us to salvation, but thinks to herself, if that is the case, it will most likely take a long time before that salvation can actually come to fruition. And for that, Faust wishes to understand what a new type is in order to fully determine that.
Maybe we don't have to be defined by Genesis. Does Oliver know what Genesis was by the like he knows the name, or does he not? Would he not?
You would. It's kind of stamped over and everything.
Okay. Maybe we don't have to be defined by Genesis. We can make our own way with what's happening.
He nods as she just says, sometimes one must forge their own path, separate from either a government, a official, or a organization.
The scene cuts. Macho, you are currently stalking the hall's facility. In front of you, around the corner, you see a running away kid followed by hard suits.
Huh. Which way is the kid running?
You see it. It's basically past a corridor you can't see anymore. A lighter in your pocket feels heavy.
Huh.
You know what you gotta do, Matt.
Is it burn this bitch to the ground?
Exactly.
Because it kind of feels like that. In fact, it very much feels like that. Because yeah, they're all up on the deal. It's like, I feel these kids are not able to, really make those decisions, and now we have these dickheads in hard suits like carving into their brains. Yeah, fuck this place, and like these guys in particular. Do I see anything particularly flammable? Because my plan is I'm gonna light something on fire so the fire alarm goes off, and then I'm going to try and like find this kid and interspose myself and try and get them the fuck out of here because this place is fucked.
You see a couch.
Well, the words of one great philosopher: "Fuck your couch."
It starts to burn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get the fuck away from that as soon as it lights up because I don't want to be caught right next to this thing. And I'm gonna go sprint, in the direction I saw the kid run away and the pursuers went.
You turn the corner. Do you draw your gun?
Not yet.
Yep, you take a peek around the corner, and you see that they've caught the kid, and they're like screaming, protesting, and that they don't want to go back.
Yeah, I will shout down the hallway to them, like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? To the, like, two guys in the suits.
And credits roll. End of episode.
Oh, I guess we're gonna do the escape in the final episode. All right, sounds good.
Man, I'm going to have words with these two. If Matt Trevor gets a chance to. Like, do you have any idea what you signed up for? And also, when we last saw our heroes, Faust was armpit deep in Hal of his internals. And now that I know, like, what an evil bastard facility this is, and presumably, like, you are willingly working for these people, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? This is gonna be great. There's gonna be all sorts of assumptions made. Oh boy,
it really does look. Yeah, what's the word? You know, it looks
really
like the friendship.
No,
the friendship was saved, and then it wasn't in a very short span of time.
Yeah, it's like, it's fine, because it's like, you can forgive, but you never really forget. So there's in that back of it's like, yeah, Faust did some shady things for reasons of, of furthering their designs, and it's like, yeah, we're probably fine with that. Two episodes later, it's like, oh god, what are you doing? You have literally signed up with the Mangala team.
I feel honestly,
and I'm not saying that's fair to Faust, because that's not exactly how this went down. It's more the perception from Matro.
That's what Matro happened.
Max gets steady. He's like, "Stand down, Miss Magdala," and Faust and Halvar are just like, "We are having a moment to make the shippers go crazy." Go away.
Also, I love the idea that at no point did you guys have this discussion of like about new types before Halvar went under the knife. It's like, you'd think that'd be a conversation you'd have first.
I mean, they did. It was like in the first season, they kind of discussed new types a bit. So
delightful.
But yeah, I feel like there's gonna be like Max is gonna be standing at the doorway to the hospital room housing. You're gonna be like, Faust, what the fuck did you think? Did you plan for this to happen to Halva? And then Faust and Halva are just gonna look at each other, look at him, and be like, "We are not having a good time as much as you are right now, or anybody in this facility is."
Yeah, because it's going to be. I think because basically, as far as you guys have either done something incredibly like ill-advised and foolish, or you've signed up with like the supervillains.
Well, the thing is, the moment you applied to the Titans, you have applied to the supervillains.
That's true, but we didn't like. There's a level of joining the Titans too. I voluntarily am undergoing this horrific surgery, and I'm going to perform this horrific surgery. And like, I presume that they were unaware of the other levels of like evil bullshit going on at the same time.
I'm going to stop the recording,
other than
by the way.
Oh, fair enough.
But not yet. I'm gonna in a bit.
I don't think we had a scene. I don't think we had many